Hello, my name is Suzanne Johnson. This talk is about research done on gratitude. I learned about it in this book called Thanks by Robert Emmons. He's a leading professor in positive psychology. And I thought it was pretty amazing what he was able to show. He did this study and he asked participants to keep a detailed journal that rated their moods, their health, and their overall judgments about how their lives was going, a scale of -3 to +3. And so they did that for a while. And then he divided this group into 3 different groups. One group, he asked to write weekly, a single sentence, 5 things they were grateful for. The second group, he asked them to write weekly, once a week, 5 daily hassles. And the third group, write 5 circumstances that affected them in the week. And they did each of these for 10 weeks. The results were really quite impressive for something that I think that's such a simple task. The participants in the gratitude group were a full 25% happier than the other participants. They were more optimistic as a whole. They reported fewer health complaints and even reported spending more time exercising, an average 1.5 hours a week. So the results were so good, they decided to do a second study. And in this study, instead of doing it for 10 weeks, they did it for 3 weeks. But they asked the participants to write a daily gratitude list. And the 3 groups they divided into this time was 1, practicing gratitude, 2, their hassles, and then the third one was ways that they were better off than other people. And when they compared the 2 studies, they found that the frequency which they practiced gratitude really does matter, and that daily practice led to greater increase in gratitude. He wrote this: the people in the gratitude group felt more joyful, enthusiastic, interested, attentive, energetic, excited, determined, and strong than those in the hassles condition. They also reported offering others more emotional support or help with their personal problems. They even sent surveys out to the people who knew these participants well, and the significant others also rated the gratitude group as more helpful. The third study he did was with people who had neuromuscular disorders. And for instance, most of them have post-polio disease. And these symptoms would include fatigue, slow progressive muscle weakness, muscle and joint pain, and muscular atrophy. Sometimes these conditions, they usually progress long periods of stability, and then they get worse and worse. The participants were randomly assigned to gratitude or just to write about anything. The participants in the gratitude group reported that they would write down their blessings nightly, and they reported getting more hours of sleep each night, spending less time awake before falling asleep, and feeling more refreshed upon awakening. They also reported considerably more satisfaction in their lives as a whole, and felt more optimistic about the upcoming week, and were more connected with others than did participants in the control conditions. So I think, considering that these people suffer from physical conditions and they still show significant improvement, is another proof of how effective something simple as practicing gratitude can be. There's a lot of good in this book about gratitude, but if you don't like to read, there's YouTube videos that they interviewed this author, and there's one that I saw that was over 1.5 hours, and it's called Gratitude Works: The Science and Practice of Saying Thanks. And I was reading the comments underneath this video, and this one really caught my eye. One of the commenter wrote, "Gratitude for me has removed the blinkers that I had in my life. Now has allowed me to see life in depth and appreciate the smallest of all. I feel blessed to see such beauty all around me and within me. Gratitude has such unbelievable power, it's still not fully understood, and it's still not fully recognized," which is why I'm giving this little talk. So if you practice gratitude and find it helpful, and you don't mind making a comment below this video, please do, and that will probably inspire others to practice gratitude too. I hope this was helpful, and I will be doing more on gratitude and other subjects. Have a good night.